Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm meadsyreplays. Welcome back to the channel. Now, of course, a few days ago, we done the tanks, premium tanks that you should not buy. Basically, due to people not performing well, and we looked at statistics and how they are the worst performing tanks in the game, or at least worst performing premium tanks. Now, these do change rapidly update to update. So the video that we just did basically was update 10.3. Now, some of those in that update are now like one of the best. Like the Centurion 5.1 in update 10.3 was the worst performing tier 8 premium tank. In update 10.4, it's I think 4th or 5th best. It's doing actually really well. So we might do these videos once a month because they do dramatically change. But this one, we're going to look at premium tanks that you guys should buy because they clearly win games. So we're looking at the best performing premium tanks. Again, we're looking at tier 6, 7, 8, 9 and tier 10. Now at number 6 we've got the Churchill Mark 6. Now this isn't a tank that I would actually recommend if you asked me, but if you ask me what is the best performing tier 6 tank because I want to buy it, then looking at the statistics, this is the best performing tank in the last update in tier 6 premium. We're only looking at premium, don't forget. So yeah, the best performing tier 6 premium tank currently in the game is the Churchill Mark 6. Moving on to the tank number 7, tier 7. So tier 7 is one of the newer tanks. It is the Forest Witch. So yeah, one of the best performing tier 7 premium tanks is this tank. Now, I don't mind the tank, to be honest. I think the tank is actually okay with the 4-shot auto reloader. Is really good. I love an auto reloader anyway. So yeah, I wouldn't use that last shell. Again, it is like the reserve shell. You've got to try and not use that last shell at all, but currently it is performing really well. It is fairly new, so I think this will change in the coming months, but the best performing tier 7 premium tank in the game so far is this tank right here. So moving up to tier 8. Now tier 8 is a tank that's been around for a while, like in these lists. It's been around for a while, but in these kind of best performing lists and the best, like the most played, we are looking at the Borask. Now, I didn't used to like this tank. Honestly, I absolutely hated it when it was first introduced in the game, but then I started to play the tank a little bit different. I got told to play it a little bit different. I started playing it a little bit different, and I then started performing a lot better and actually started to enjoy the tank much more. So currently, I mean, all these premium tanks in tier 8, this is the best performing premium tank in tier 8, and it's been up there. To be fair, it is up there quite often. It is the auto loader, and it's got a nice alpha. I mean, look at there, 352, 293, not too bad for a medium. Now the reload is quite long, but because the tank is so quick, it's so small, you can actually hide during that time. You can run around the map during that time very quickly. So it's a tank that's performing. It's been a tank that's been performing for many updates now, and yeah, I am surprised because it's not an easy tank to play. Like the Borask is a very difficult tank to play, but yeah, people are still clearly performing really well in the back chat Borask here. So moving on to tank number tier 9. So this tank, I think, like whatever update video we do, this will always be here. It will always be number 1. It is of course the Object 752. So yeah, the best performing tier 9 premium tank, or collectible tank as some people corrected me the other day, is the Object 752. Now, I'm not surprised one bit at all, and as I've just said, I think that this, if I do these videos monthly, I think this will be top every single month. It is one of the best tier 9s in the game, not just premium tanks, but it is one of the best tier 9s solid. Like, it's one of the best. So yeah, it's always going to perform perform really, really well, and statistics show that. It is the best performing premium tank in tier 9, at least for the last update. But as I've said, even when I do the video next month, I still think that this will be there. It can hold its own in tier 10 very, very easily, and when you are up against tier 8s, it just performs even better. It's a solid tank, solid armor, solid gun, solid speed. I think the reload for what it is pretty decent as well. And as I've said, I think this is just going to continue to be up there in that best performing list for a very, very long time. I can't see people not performing well in this tank. I think people are going to perform well. They're always going to perform well in this tank. Of course, you're not going to win everything in this tank. You're not going to go out there and literally win every single game. But yeah, I think I've said it before, one of the best tier 9s in the game, and it's showing statistically as well. People are really, really performing well in this tank. So moving on to tier 10 and the final tank in this list. So this tank, I'm actually surprised about. You know, there's so many good premium tanks in tier 10, and it comes down to the T95E6. Now, I've gave away many of these in the past to people in giveaways, etc. It's always been, well, I wouldn't say always, but for me, I haven't enjoyed the tank when it was first released. Some people did enjoy it. Some people said it was good, but I never really rated the tank back then. As soon as Wargaming buffed the tank, it is an insane tank. I am surprised that it's being a number 1, at least for this month. But yeah, it's a very, very good tank. It's more of a medium. Like, if you play it against the heavies, then I don't think you're going to perform as well. You do have the DPM. You do have good DPM to deal with the heavy tanks. But with the speed, the armor profile, the DPM, it really is a medium attacker. Like, you're best to go with your medium tanks to attack their medium tanks, because you can deal with them very, very quickly. And you've got the DPM to also deal with them as well. But I'm definitely shocked to see this at number 1 with all the OP premium tanks, the Badgers, the Object 777s, all the very, very good premium tanks. Overall, it's the T95E6 that is ranked at number 1 right now. Again, next update, it more likely is going to change, and this could be the worst performing premium tank of that update. But we'll see next update. We will see, and you know, it might still be there, it might not, but I'm guessing it won't be. But that's it. That is your tier 6 to 10 premium tanks that, according to statistics, that you should buy. You should buy these tanks because clearly people are winning in them. So again, this is all about a statistic, guys. I wouldn't suggest hardly any of these tanks, apart from probably the Object 752. I probably, if it was down to me and my own opinion, I probably wouldn't recommend hardly any of these tanks except for that tier 9. But according to statistics, actual facts, these are the tanks that you should be buying. Hope you enjoyed today's video, guys. I'm meadsy69, and I will catch you all soon. Bye-bye.